Yo, we come back though. We're back. Sorry, we'll continue the song later. It's signals, and this morning we'll be looking at the pros and cons of the employment sector. Every time we talk about the Nigerian employment sector, it gets our blood high. We're uncomfortable, and we have so many questions. People say there are no jobs. Job seekers are saying they want to do remote. We are now in the era of remote. Some employers are saying, hell no, I'm not doing remote, I want full time. All of this we're going to be looking at. The term employability has become a common name amongst educators, researchers, and employers in the Nigerian employment sector. Popular opinion is that Nigerian graduates are generally not employable because they lack the required skills needed by the employers. Employees say differently, everybody's talking. But this morning, a shout out to very special thanks to Emmanuel Ante for making this happen. I have two beautiful women, and I will start by saying that the Nigerian country director leads operation and scaling Fuzu's growth in Nigeria. She's a commercial strategy and operations expert with diverse experience in financial services and startups. She was previously vice president at Class 45 OLX. She's plenty. Now, she holds a Bachelor of Law, LLB in Law, from University of Lagos, and an MBA from Imperial College London. And I have with me, her name is Patricia Duru. And then I have the global head marketing, Irene Aguh. She leads Fuzu's global marketing activities, including Fuzu's market launch in Nigeria. She brings together the best of creativity and strategy and is a 360-degree marketing professional. She has previously worked in different sectors. Welcome to Signals, Patricia Duru, Nigerian Country Director of Fuzu, and Irene Aguh, Global Head of Marketing Fuzu. Who wants to go first? Okay,
Thank you so much. Very excited to be here. Super pumped to have this conversation, but I think it's a conversation that has been long overdue. So thank you, and looking forward to the discussion.
Sure. Oh yeah, confess.
I'm just waiting to cause trouble.
Don't cause trouble.
I'm waiting to cause trouble.
Irene, don't cause trouble.
I'm waiting to start. Think about this.
Okay, so and I will start with you.
Okay.
Good.
Do it.
How would you? We're talking employment sector this morning, and COVID struck. People are still looking for jobs. People have become very selective of jobs right now. What are your thoughts on it?
So I will say that while I'm a big fan of the remote work culture, that's currently what we do at Zoo. I understand that not every business can work that way, right? So I think generally one thing I realize is that a lot of people always think from their point of view. You never think from the other person's point of view. So consider the employers, right? Can their business operate from home, right? Consider the employees. Is it worth putting them in 8 hours of traffic for them to come and work for X number of hours for you? So it's like there needs to be balance, right? And we all need to be considerate. So that's like the first thing for me.
Good. Patricia, one word we keep hearing is Nigeria employability. Are Nigerians employable? It's okay, take your time. Take your time.
I think I've been put on the spot, but just echoing what Irene has said, right? We've got a seriously paradox problem in Nigeria. Employers are saying that there are jobs, but Nigerians are not employable. Job seekers are saying that they don't have enough opportunities that they can access. They don't know what career paths are right for them. They don't have that person to support them or give them career advice to get them to get to the level where they become employable. They don't even get feedback for their applications. So again, it's a serious conversation that must be had. I absolutely think that Nigerians are employable. They just need the career support and guidance along their career trajectory.
Okay. Now, good that we're talking career this morning. A lot of times people have gone to school and have studied Yoruba, international relations, law, medicine, and they come out and they do photography. They come out and they become, now we're in this era where tech, front-end development, back-end developer, and coding and all of that. And it's sort of a struggle because people don't know the career path to take. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts here basically on this particular topic is that everyone has got to stay relevant and evolve as things go along. Now, you make a really, really critical point around people that study Yoruba, Igbo language, or something totally unrelated to their careers. But it's really about what sort of skill set is marketable. What sort of skill set are people looking for? Get yourself those skills so that you stay competitive and at least get your faces in front of the employers that are hiring.
Okay, now, Irene, you have, now this is me intentional, so just be ready. We see our peers. They want the 6-figure salary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you and I know that they want a 6-figure salary, but they don't have the 6-figure skill set.
Yeah. So I think that one thing that people always never remember is that if you want to become a manager, you have to be prepped, right? You have to have the skills. You have to actually actively train yourself. Because I've heard people say, oh, my work doesn't train me. That's fine, right? But are you willing to tie your professional growth to one place? So if you are invested in actually building your career, if you're being intentional, I'm using a word now again.
Right.
If you're being intentional, you basically will find a way to get those skills, right? I've seen people applying for managerial roles, and they have CVs that look like, I don't know if you remember, like the 1980 Word document style thing that we used to create in cyber cafes back then. And they have that, right? And I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying the world has evolved beyond that. If you want a position that pays you 6 figures, put yourself in that position. Like, literally prep yourself for that role. And if you don't know how, honestly, I feel like one thing you should do is actually talk to people that have done it, right? So who are the people around you that have done it? How can you learn from them? How can you get extra tips, insights?
But it's hard for people to share knowledge, right?
Yes, it is. So I think for me, right, it's one reason that I loved Fuzu, right? So Fuzu said, oh, look at what we do. And I'm like, what? You do everything? Because we keep talking about jobs, right? Jobs are not just you knock and they open door and you enter. That's not, it doesn't finish there. Every single day I'm fighting to stay relevant. Every single day I'm fighting to up my skills, right? And every single day I realize that, how people do that thing where you ask them, how'd you do this? They say, nah, God.
It's a lie, but
Hey, God. Nah, really? Nah, God?
there's God factor, but there's process.
No, yes, definitely. So it's like God has helped you, right? But you did do something. What are the things that you did? Which is why, basically, one thing I like is when they told me, oh, we also have, career coaches. I'm like, what? Hire me. Take me. I'm
So you
ready.
have to-
Because you need people that actually tell these stories, right? I always tell people, if you want to learn anything about marketing, right, ask me. If I don't know it, I'll ask somebody else.
But in fairness to the guys that are the job seekers, I think the fundamental problem, and I think that's what we're looking to solve, is that a lot of them don't know how. They don't have that guidance. There's nobody to hold their hands. And you had mentioned that it's hard for people to share knowledge. We see that a lot. And that's why introducing Fuzu, your pathway to success, is really the fact that we provide a platform to support every career builder along every step of their journey. And we have different tools to make that happen.
Now, you've been mentioning Fuzu. Now, because it's Fuzu.
Yes.
So tell me about it. And in a way that would make me take my phone, because people are listening, and say, okay, let me type FUZU and Google. Oh yeah.
Yes. So again,
our country director, you have to.
You want to try her?
So I can talk even beyond the time here, but I will just respect myself. Not get so excited about sharing what Fuzu brings to the Nigerian market. But Fuzu is a career development platform. And it's a two-sided platform, robust enough to support job seekers on one side, and job seekers here are the individuals, and employers on the other hand, right? So, for example, I just mentioned, a lot of people don't get the support that they require to get the advice that they need to grow in their careers. A lot of people don't know their left from their right in terms of just planning their career goals. On Fuzu, we make that happen, where even though your initial interaction with our platform is to seek for a job, there are different things that we can do to support you along that journey. So apart from just, again, applying for a job, you're able to create a profile on www.fuzo.com/Nigeria. You get AI-based recommendations. So basically, we look at the data that you've provided to us, and we're able to then tell you the sort of jobs that fit your current skill set. We don't just leave you there. We're able to then manage your application. We're then able to then give you feedback, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing wrong when they go for interviews or when they have chats with different recruiters or employers. And so we're able to give you feedback to then tell you exactly what you need to do to build your skills up to the level where you become competitive for the particular role you're applying for. We don't stop there. We also help you set career goals for yourself, realistic career goals that you can work towards to achieve. Not only that, we put you in front of a career coach to give you the advice that you require. And after that, you get different learning content, personalized learning, that again helps you upskill yourself to get ready to apply for the next level job that you're looking. So let me borrow the words initially to say some people want
6-figure salary.
6-figure salary.
But they don't have 6-figure skills.
Exactly. So you are able to make the 6-figure skill set, get that on our platform to get you to get that 6-figure salary. So at the end of the day, we're also able to help you validate your skill, and then you become part of a community that, again, not just talking about job, but people inspiring you with articles, motivating you to be the best version of yourself.
I'm just saying that Patricia has taken my head of marketing role.
No, but really, apart from that, it's sort of, you know, when you want to take your bath in the morning, the water is cascading down. So it's not too much, go and get job. It is, you know, that you can go this way. You know when somebody's trying to romance you, right?
Head of marketing,
it's
my job.
Yeah, nobody's taking your job. You already got calm down. Now let's talk about I'm coming. Calm down. Let's go to her so that we can balance the
so that I can get my job back.
Wait, get your job back. Now the reality is a lot of times you mentioned recruiter, you mentioned recruitment, and it's a lot of work. It's a painful experience when, as a recruiter, you're expecting somebody that you're going to employ into an organization who come dressed in jeans and top, and they're coming, and I'm actually closing my eyes, and they're coming to you that, okay, please. And you know, we are Nigerians, we have a very funny way of looking at you from head to toe and see if you're a fit for the organization. So what will you tell, and this is you, Irene, what would you tell people going to look for a job? Because everybody said we should put our best foot forward. That's what we say. But I don't know, I don't have clothes. Yeah, that's some of the excuses that we get. I don't have clothes, that's the only clothes that I have. And I want to get a job.
Okay. So you know how you watch Nigerian movies and you see girls borrowing wig? No. Let's actually talk about this thing. So, you know, somebody will say, oh, I'm going to find man. Okay, and I will borrow wig, I will borrow clothes, right? So I think for me, it's like, how much importance do you place on that role that you're trying to get?
Okay.
If you actually think that it's an important thing, you will find a way around it. So even I've seen people wear, for example, at the event we had last week, people wore shirts and but in the end, some people still actually look like very, you know. For example, Patricia looks like a rich woman. She just wore jacket.
Yes, so as in, I was just looking at her from afar.
That was it.
That was it. Really.
So it's like
to wash somebody's hair.
No, but really, that was the experience.
It was literally just a t-shirt. You know, you wear, so it's like.
No, but there's t-shirts and there's finesse.
No, people actually do this thing where, like, you want to come in, right? You wear a t-shirt, you wear jaga jeans, right? You come in and you're having. Last time I was having an interview with someone, and she said SHIT like 10 times during the interview. Keywords that we're
not supposed to use during.
And it's like, first things first, right? You need to realize that work is totally different from life, even though they work together, right? You cannot talk to an interviewer or address an interviewer or approach an interview the same way you'd approach your friend that you see every single day, right? When they say put your best foot forward, it doesn't mean go and buy the most expensive clothes. I'm sorry, Katangwa is here.
You need to make a career coach. Continue.
Katangwa is here, right? And Katangwa has, like, I'm not even joking, I've seen people wear 15 naira clothes from Katangwa, and you are wondering, right?
And so they wear it well.
And they wear it well. So these people have church clothes. These people have clothes that you would not wear. Like, think about it. If you're going to church,
I need to buy
there are
ice
certain
cream.
things. I will call it my ice cream.
Yeah, continue.
There are certain things that you'd wear to church that you wouldn't wear, like, outside, right? So it's not. I don't think it's a matter of I don't have clothes. right?
Okay.
I think most times it's a matter of I'm not exactly sure what's appropriate. A lot of people don't have that sense of this is right and exactly. So you're approaching the interview and then you're coming with, well, anything that happens will happen. Sorry, dear, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's not miss you. Patricia.
Just to add to what Irene has said, and please, the people listening to me, don't slaughter me, but
We stand on all protocols.
yes, but I think that a lot of our youth as well need to do better in terms of the fact that you need to understand that you need to put your best foot forward when you're going for an interview. A lot of people don't want to take the time to put in the work. And so, success does not happen overnight. You need to work hard. You need to do a lot of research about the company and organization you're going to interview for, just to understand sort of like what their culture looks like. And then you must at least, on that first day, and a lot of employers are willing to give the excuse where they know that because you're not already immersed in sort of their processes, they're willing to give you that. But you must be able to at least get to the point where you want people to have a conversation with you. So.
Okay. Signals on 91.3. We're talking pros and cons of the employment sector with Patricia, Duru, and Irene Aguh. If you have comments, questions, WhatsApp us 0809 234 5913. WhatsApp now, not towards the end of the program, begging you. 009 234 5913, or you can call us 0809 191 3913. Now, Patricia, you would do justice to this. Today in Nigeria, training is something that has become very synonymous with companies. They employ you, and then before you do anything, they have to first send you to one training or the other. Are the companies not taking up too much, or is it their role to do that?
A rock and a hard place. So I think a lot of organizations have been burnt along the way where they've invested a lot in training employees, and then the trained people then leave. And that's why you can even see that a lot of companies these days want ready-made talent, and so are not willing to put the work in. But I think the call out to employers is that they need to be able to believe, at least there's certain tangible assets you see in an individual. They're willing to give them that opportunity and train them to be the best version of themselves. Balance that out with having a good organizational culture. And at the end of the day, you make the best or produce the best hands that are willing to do everything to ensure that that particular company or organization keeps growing in terms of their bottom line.
Irene, we are Patricia, sorry. But you deal with a lot of Gen Zs. I know she does. We all do. We're dealing with Gen Z, and they are riling me crazy. Let me come first. How do we pass across proper discussions and conversations to Gen Z at the workplace? While they want to strut their stuff, the workplace is different. Look at me nicely and answer me.
Okay, so I think that one thing is that we also have to cut Gen Z some slack, right? So if you think about, no, wait, hold on now. Before you fight me on air, right? People can see us. No, we need to cut them some slack. Let me explain why.
Okay.
If you think about the way we're structured, in school, nobody tells you anything. The first time I realized that I had to pick a school and I had no idea what to do, was it when they brought that big jam book.
Yes,
so it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, what? I have no knowledge. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I finished school and there's nothing teaching me. Next thing, everybody just says, oh yeah, you should have a job, right? So there's actually no training. So we're complaining that these people are not trained, but we're not actually training them from anything. So it's like they're entering the market without knowing anything. So what you're doing is coming with your individual personality that has been created by society and your family. Right? You're not coming with any professionalism at all. So that's why I'm saying we need to cut them some slack, right? So my thing is, first, how do we contribute to helping these people become better professionals, right? Our parents were good professionals because they were basically born into that era where like work was serious. You can work in one place for 50 years and you're good.
We don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that, right? And Gen Zs want to do that even less, right? Because it's like,
You know how to work.
No, hold on. We're getting to that, right? So it's like, after we finish cutting them slack,
Yeah.
then you cut off the ones that aren't working. I'm sorry, right? Businesses are here to make money, right? You're in business to make money. You're not a not-for-profit, unless you're a not-for-profit. And even then, you have an objective. Every business has an objective. Anybody that is not adding to that objective is not useful to you. So I think one thing that a lot of young people need to learn is that while it's fine to want a better work culture, it's fine to want, like, better practices, better employers, all of that. That's great. I would drag employers with you any day, right? However, you are expected to come strong, right? You cannot show up and not show strong, because every single day, it's not about bringing your best foot forward when you come to the interview. If you appear at my door every single day, I expect you to come strong. I need to know that I can depend on you to carry out my work without anything. If you are not ready to work, I honestly say this, not everybody's cut out for work, and it's fine. Right? If you're not ready to work,
kill you, but continue.
no. So if you're not ready to work, it's fine. Do any other thing that works for you, as long as you are not coming to spoil another person's business, because that person is putting money into making sure they grow, and every day that you don't do this, you're ruining their business for them.
Patricia, you have worked with different companies.
Yeah.
And nice. And a lot of Nigerian graduates have raised claims that some companies tend to pick foreign certificates over the Nigerian. Yes, so we are coming there. The Nigerian student. Because it means that by the time I'm coming, if you see me say Imperial College, if you see me say Harvard, if you see me say Manchester Business, that I want to go Alpha, and I'm coming to you with that, you will take me over somebody who has Unilag certificate. No offense, Unilag.
So you've called one and the other one, and both of them are my alma mater.
Sorry.
But I don't completely agree with that. Before I went away to get my MBA, I had a job by a company in Nigeria, based on the fact that I had my first graduate certificate from a university in Nigeria. I also know of companies or employers who would not take you because you have a foreign certificate.
Wow.
Yes, the people who are extremely, because they think that people that have foreign certificates have some sort of level of entitlement, and so come in with some arrogance that they're not coachable, they are not willing to learn, and so they prefer to work with people who are still hungry, people who are still aspiring to get certain things, and so. To a certain extent, is a mixed bucket, right? Where I think that, again, at the end of the day, because we're all aspiring to be better, we're aspiring to at least take those audacious jobs or at least get noticed at the door at the table. We want to get those foreign degrees because, again, our curriculum in Nigeria as well doesn't truly help in terms of just preparing you for the next level in terms of business management. So, yes.
Okay, we'll go for this break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversations. Do you need water? Take. You should be a career coach. Yes, you should. So Oshodi, come back.
There's a new cuisine in town. A glass of wine, a cup of coffee, and if you're like me, a glass of smoothie. The Signals, served on Lagos Talks 91.3 every Saturday at 10 a.m. Your mind will dream again.
Okay then. So, come back, you. You cannot kill me. Welcome back to Signals on 91.3 Lagos Rocks. This morning we're looking at the pros and cons of employment sector. Everyone, it's almost like a for and against, but we are here. If you have questions, comments, call us 0151519113 or 0809-234-5913 or WhatsApp 0809-234-5913. Patricia, we have heard it. Sorry, now we have heard. We've heard a lot about the future of work. Can you briefly tell us what it's all about and how can graduates? Every year we keep churning out graduates. Some, I have a question for Irene, but let me finish with you. And sometimes it looks as if there's future work, what should people look forward to when they leave school?
That's an interesting question, and I just want to also throw in here that the future of work must be fixed now. If not, we're getting into a huge problem. Currently, Nigeria has, as at the end of 2020, the highest level of unemployment in the world at 33%, right? And so in terms of just, again, seeing how we can chart the future of work for people is, I've said this before, stay relevant, take courses that are relevant, take courses that make you employable. There's no need for anyone to be doing a course that is going to take you eons or a long time to get a job. A lot of organizations are
We want to
outsourcing.
enter school.
You will get into school.
Okay.
You get into school.
Why?
You get into school, but you also get that advice on knowing the sort of courses to take and also knowing the sort of skills to acquire so that, again, it's just seamless. As you come out of school, before you even come out of school, there are people that have come in to do career fairs in the university and they hire you immediately. So get those jobs and get those skill sets that are relevant now in today's world to ensure that the future of your work is secure.
Let's talk about interns and volunteers and NYC. Wait, I have this question here. Let's talk about NYC. Lots of people have advocated that NYC is a field program and should be scrapped. Some people have gotten jobs from the NYC too. So do you think it's something that should be scrapped or revamped? NYC. And the both of you are going to answer me first.
So I'm trying to remove myself from me hating NYC. Like I'm trying to get away from that spirit first.
No, sorry.
So objectively, I would say that a year of work, like a year of actually just learning, isn't bad, right? It just has to be structured properly. We cannot have people going to prison camps and saying that we're trying to throw them into the market.
Okay.
We can't put everybody in a teaching situation and say that, we're training them. So I will say that, for example, using my story, I studied English. I became a strategist, I would say by mistake, because I literally just stumbled into it and then I realized I loved it. Not a lot of people are that lucky. Now, if we're not giving people opportunities to test things, then the program as is useless. But if you find a way to make sure that you're giving people opportunities to test, opportunities to learn like key employability skills, then the program becomes like a lot more useful for people. So if you think about that thing that white people do, where after university you take a year and you just go and chill, right? So if NYC was the year, not for chill, but like, sort of like prepping yourself for the work market, then I can say, okay, right?
But our Nigeria case is
No,
different.
but right now, like, there's nothing I learned in NYC. Let me not lie.
It's okay. Somebody has a question. Good morning, everyone in the studio. Please, what's the proper dress code for a job interview for males? Must it be plain white shirt? CH7 from Aguh. Oh yeah, the answer. Who wants to go first? Should she go first?
So let me go first. Thanks for the question. I think that, again, at the end of the day, there is no one size fits all. You know the organization you're interviewing for, do a quick research about them, and then know sort of what their dress code is like.
You
and
know
then,
what I remember? Sorry to continue. Somebody was going for an interview at a certain bank whose dress color is red, and the person wore red.
I don't know why Oshodi is laughing. Oshodi is not a good person. Let's
No, I'm
move
not
on.
laughing.
And then,
No, you don't understand. Because
the Zenith Bank or UBA.
give me my money.
don't call their names outside. They come for you.
No.
No, their colors are red. That's why.
Yeah, you see. Yo, we get your act together. Now, the thing is, most of the time people are going for job interviews, they look at the color of the brand and they wear it, thinking that it shows some. We've seen it
Is that
happen.
a real thing?
Yes, it's some attachment. Yes.
No, I do not know. I'm just finding out, right?
Okay. So quickly.
To answer the same question about NYC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that NYC, again, I don't know what Irene's experience was. I had fun during my NYC. I actually served in Delta State. But I think that the idea is great. It's the implementation, and the execution that must be revamped. But I think that waiting till NYC is, I think, a bit too late. Let's see how we can immerse internship opportunities within our curriculum across all the different courses in the university or tertiary institutions. If we do that, then people begin to understand and also form that discipline around the way to work, what they're looking out for, and even certain people realize early enough that maybe that track they're on is not really the track they would want to pursue, because they've now gotten into the real world and understood how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. They say SME is the backbone of the Nigerian economy and the highest employer of labor. In what ways can the government create an enabling environment for SMEs and businesses to thrive so that they can absorb the quantity of the unemployable graduates?
That's a great question. I think every day we churn out a lot of graduates, and then you have people who have stayed at home without getting a job. I think first things first, the government has got to ensure that our environment enables foreign direct investment, and also it's a great place for even businesses to be set up. What we've seen these days, and maybe I'm just talking, but I think that it's very difficult in terms of our business environment for people to come in here, set up businesses that will thrive. So that's the first stage, right, where they're able to then create an enabling environment for, businesses to thrive, and then ensure that, again, using platforms like Fuzu, where we also support employers to ensure that we take out conscious and unconscious bias away from the recruitment system or recruitment processes. You're then able to give everyone equal opportunities. For example, these days we have maybe 3,000 to 5,000 jobs online. A lot of people don't even know about job opportunities till that job has been filled, right? With our platform, we're basically saying it's transparent enough for everyone to equally compete for that role, and then you're sure that you're getting the best talent, because again, a combination of your CV skill or your skills, personality testing and talent testing, we're then able to give the employer a match score that then takes those individuals, the top 10 or top 5, through an interview process. So I think that this is a call out to a lot of employers. Make sure that your job opportunities are made accessible online, so that you give people equal opportunities to compete for that role.
Okay then. Irene, why are you staring like that?
I'm just motivated. Like I don't know what I want to do. I just want to move. I'm ready to move forward.
Now, let's talk about, okay, we have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name or where are you calling us from?
My name is Irene. I'm calling from Tottenham Village in London.
Okay. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for doing what you're doing. Number one, I hate NYSC. I think it should be scrapped. It shouldn't exist. It's not fit for purpose.
Energy.
Secondly, I've got a question for your guests.
They are listening.
From experience, I kind of feel our academic curriculum, particularly in university, a lot of them are really outdated. And I kind of feel sometimes the university modules should be structured towards helping the point of strength of students, but I don't see evidence of that. So what do your guests think the role of university curriculum have to play in future of work, and especially producing graduates that will be self-reliant, that will have that self-esteem to really get creative and get something good out of their own life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you too for calling in.
Thank you for that question. I think that, again, I totally agree with you. I think that our university curriculum these days are quite outdated and not in tune with what we see recently in terms of, sort of like the skill sets that are relevant or the skill sets that are in demand. I believe that, again, and that's why as Fuzu, right, we're also going to be engaging, the public sector around seeing how we can work with them to ensure that in terms of educational sector, let's see how we can impact positively the curriculum that we see these days. But on our own, I think we're also making sure that we are supporting individuals, again, to get those skill sets that are relevant. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Adebayo and I'm on the road. I had to just pass somewhere.
Thank you.
Yeah, the reason why I'm actually calling is because I overheard someone saying NYC should be scrapped.
Yes, it was.
I served in a faraway land where you could refer to as a desert in Jigawa State. And it remains one of the best period of my life. In fact, I still have that desire to still go back and visit the place. For the fact that you didn't have it sweet doesn't mean it should be scrapped.
Okay.
If there is anything a student in Nigeria gains from, it's NYSC. When I was going for my NYSC, I prepared my mind that I was leaving home.
Abayomi.
And that very 1 year gave me like a soft landing with which I could plan my life. All my life, I stayed away from home. I went to boarding school in primary, boarding school in secondary, even despite the fact that we're in Ibadan. And I finished from University of Ibadan.
Abayomi.
I didn't have...
Hello?
Yes, please.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Time is almost up, but I'm glad you had a wonderful experience. But
All right.
I'm glad you had a wonderful experience. But right now, with the rate at which NYC is telling us that we should have kidnapping money ready, it's sort of a bit very dicey for us.
No, that is of late. It will pass over.
Okay.
This storm will pass over this country.
Amen.
We all know the past 6 years of this regime have been faulty. We all know it.
I'm sorry, I'd have to let you go. Yes,
but
thank
you
you
will
so
not
much.
say because of ordinary headache you should cut off the head.
Ha.
Now,
Okay, Abayomi, just hold on.
Do you know how many people
Abayomi,
serve with NYC?
Abayomi,
Tons of people, and some people never had the opportunity to even work again.
Abayomi,
you know.
We agree. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, time is up. I need to quickly read messages. I believe NYC should either be modified to suit the modern day need or be scrapped. It should be made to be more of a skillful acquisition program rather than sending graduates to government schools to teach. Another person also says that for NYC we keep mistaking it for unemployment alleviation when it's all about service. The skills employment, the relationships we pick along the way are perks, but the sole aim of NYC is service to Nigeria for 1 year. What if NYC was replaced with a 2-year mandatory military service like it's done in South Korea? Emma from Lagos. Okay, quickly, because my time is almost up. As an employer of labor, I'm coming to you, Irene, but let Patricia answer this for me. As an employer of labor and as a brand that connects employers with talent, can you tell if there's any obvious discrepancy between the Nigerian trained graduates and those trained abroad? Any discrepancy? Sorry, quickly.
So I think again, and I think it goes back to one of the questions, I think, or the comments from, the caller from Tottenham.
Yes.
I think at the end of the day, the curriculums abroad are way more advanced than what we have here. And so it seems like the people who get educated abroad seem to, have gone maybe more steps ahead than us. But I think bringing it back home, a lot of people cannot, or everyone cannot go abroad because people don't have the means to do that. There are a lot of great talents in Nigeria just waiting to be discovered, waiting to get the support, waiting to get someone to get them or even motivate them to believe that they are great at what they're doing. So I think, again, there is no right answer to that question. I think in the same vein, people also should push themselves to then get to that level where they become employable. Yeah.
Thank you. Irene, for a lot of young people, when do you think they should start getting that skill set? Is it from internship or is it volunteering? Tell us.
I think
because I know you're global head marketing, but in my head, I'm seeing you as a career coach, so continue.
I think that young people should actually start getting that after first year of school, right? So whether it's interning, whether it's
they want to get paid for internship, right?
No, so I know, but it's like not everybody can pay for internship. The problem is it's hard for both ends. So employers, it's hard for me because I might not have the money. It's also hard for the other person. So my thing is, I always tell employers, if you can, please give them something, right? At least help
transport fare.
Jonas, and help them because it's hard, right? So the person is actually coming out every day, entering traffic or whatever it is to get to you. So try and help them, right? So my thing is, from second year, let's try to see, even if it's a small project. For example, you design, you know how to draw. Help somebody and design a flyer. It doesn't have to be a full-time job. It doesn't have to be a part-time job. It can just be tasks where you volunteer, where you actually do stuff. What that does is it sort of builds your CV. By the time you finish, how many years experience do you have? I will count all the years in school. Excuse me.
Yes. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about attitude. And in 20 seconds, what are your thoughts on, I'm coming to you, what are your thoughts on having the right attitude to work?
It's super important. You cannot approach work with the wrong attitude. The moment you do that, you feel that it's like, that's it, full stop.
On the employer part. Yeah. For you.
So I think the right attitude, and these days that most organizations are going remote, you have to be someone that your work ethos is on point. You need to be self-regulated. You need to be able to know exactly when to do stuff. You need to know when to deliver the deliverables that are expected of you. So I think that everyone has got to get a great attitude towards work. And trust me, people will see you. People will understand your dedication. And that's how you grow in an organization.
That's
Employers need to do better.
Why?
No,
Should they
because
do better?
they need to do better, because you cannot expect people to stay with you if your workplace is not good, right? If your workplace is not favorable, if you're not caring about the people that work for you, then that means that you're not doing your own job. So you both enter a contract. You both say, I'm going to deliver this. If you're not delivering your end, because I realize a lot of people don't do that, they will tell you, I'll do this for you, and you go in and it doesn't happen. If you're not delivering to your end, if you're not making sure that I'm in a place that feels safe for me, a place I feel I can grow, then I'm sorry. If people leave you, it's your fault in that case.
So,
Okay,
shall I quickly respond?
yes, please.
And I think that to just to what Irene
It's
is
a
saying,
battle.
I think not necessarily. I think that what employers are doing is that a lot of them get bogged down with the hiring process, with the recruitment
It's
process,
tiring.
and so the focus on just again making sure that you're constantly improving the culture in the organization isn't there. Fuzu has come to support employers, and we're basically saying to you guys that right now you get free access to our platform to support your hiring, right? We can help you do automatic ranking through our AI-based recommendation engine, and basically then put sort of in front of you validated talent that can help you improve the bottom line of your business.
Tell them you are from Irene or Patricia. Free.
Free.
I got you.
I got you.
At Fuzu, Nigeria.
You're trying. Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you, the both of you. Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you all. For everyone who has listened, my time is up, so I'm going to rush this in my head and out. What we all don't know is this: we're all selling ourselves to each other. I don't know how I stumbled on it, but I know that we're selling ourselves to each other every now and then. Please see, even if you don't put your best foot forward, I want to see effort. A lot of people want to see effort. I want to see that you have tried. I want to see that you have made a certain effort to be able to get into the door. And when they open the door for you, don't allow your village people come for you. On WhatsApp, someone says thumbs up, and everything is saying is on point. Oh, okay. So we'll come your way again next week Saturday, like we always say on Signals. Thank you to Emmanuel, thank you to Irene, Aguh, and thank you to Patricia, and thank you to everyone who has called in and listened in. To everyone looking for a job, somebody's going to open the door for you. Create opportunities for people, and because people will be people, keep creating opportunities for them. Have a wonderful week. Dream again, and God bless.
Okay.
Yes. I'm coming. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.